chapter 58, Son Goku arrives, the review. But before we start, I want to appreciate all the viewers for all the support. And if you're brand new to this channel, then go ahead and subscribe so you can participate to win a PlayStation 4 or its value. Also, feel free to check all our different content, but most important, don't forget to go to your bell icon and turn on all notifications so you don't miss your latest Dragon Ball Super theories. So as we take off on this DBS Manga chapter 58, we can notice that Goku is in the very same hill that Krillin was when he was charging up to call Goku's attention. And now we can see that after taking Big Mama down with only one shot, Goku is looking down to what it is, Iwasa, Kikasa, and Misa that are not fused anymore. And as Goku and Krillin are looking down to Kikasa, Iwasa, and Misa, Master Roshi is also down the hill and he's looking up at Goku and Krillin and he goes like, "Yeesh! Took y'all long enough to show up!" And Krillin looks up to Goku and says, "We have been missing you, Goku." And Goku responds, "Picking up on your key signature was a breeze, Krillin. Where's everyone else?" And Krillin responds, "Fighting with escaped prisoners all around the glove." And when Krillin says this, Goku looks to the side and in fact he can notice there is fights all around the planet and he answers with, "I see." Then as Goku's still in the hill with Krillin looking down at the criminals, he says, "I think we're good here, so you should go on check on the others." And as Goku is talking to Krillin, we can see the Galactic Patrol showing getting ready to arrest Kikasa, Iwasa, and Misa. So in fact they start picking them up to put them into the spaceship. And it's so funny because we can see Master Roshi insisting, "Let me help you carry these girls, guys." He still insists, he wants to touch them and feel the tenderness on these pretty warriors. And as all this is happening, the Galactic Patrol arresting the girls, Master Roshi trying to touch Misa, Goku is trying to do his instant teleportation and he's trying to look and search for a key. And in fact he goes like, "Got it!" And Krillin goes like, "Wait, Goku, did your training go well? Do you think you can beat Moro now?" And Goku responds, "Yeah, and we really need to beat him. That's what my training was all about." And Krillin says, "Right, sounds like this Moro guy is really bad news." And Goku said, "Yeah, I still don't know much about him myself." Then Goku continues by saying he could still be hiding some of his power. And Krillin goes like, "I don't like the sound of that. Are you actually worried?" Well, I think in fact Krillin is super worried. But I cannot blame Krillin because, I mean, after such a statement from Goku, yeah, I still don't know much about him myself. You know, I will get worried too. And this type of a statement is the type of statement that makes me wonder that Moro's powers may be at a whole new level, a level that Goku himself cannot even comprehend. And it's starting to make sense to me on why Goku never went back to Yardrat, because I mean all the powers that Vegeta supposed to come back from Yardrat, but Goku was there already. But perhaps the training methods were too bad for Goku. Goku was not excited about it at all. Neither he had the discipline to deal with it. And why didn't he have the discipline? Because he could not comprehend that power. Just the same problem that he's having right now with Moro's power. But typical Goku, after Krillin asked him if he was worried, Goku was like, "Nah, it's more like I'm super excited." And you know, Goku, a Saiyan warrior, always exciting, always looking forward for a great battle. So Krillin goes like, what the heck? Excited even now? Well, that's the Goku I know, and so do I. That's the Goku I know. So as Goku teletransports himself to where Yamcha and Tien and Chaozu is, we can notice that Saoyogi is getting ready to land his big right hand, but Goku gets in between and he stops the attack. And Saoyogi goes like, what that? And Yamcha goes like, Goku! As we observe Goku grabbing the right hand of Saoyogi and pulling it towards himself so he can earn momentum and hit him with the big right hand on the stomach that almost break through Saoyogi. In fact, that's all Goku needed to put Saoyogi down for good. And as we see Goku carrying Saoyogi out to the playing field, we notice the Tenshinhan goes like, he was giving us a run for our money, and you just wow. And Yamcha goes like, some things will never change. As we notice the Galactic Patrol soldiers waving or giving direction to another ship that is either arriving or landing with more prisoners. And it looks like Yamcha and Tien and Chaozu had a rough time with all these prisoners, and that's why they couldn't beat Saoyogi, even though he wasn't the strongest. But they've been fighting for a minute, and not only against one fighter, they've been fighting all sort of criminals around the world. And I think that's the reason why Goku says, did you guys beat the other prisoners? And Yamcha goes like, well, yeah, even we could handle those weaklings. And Goku smiles and says, great, as he gives Saoyogi to Yamcha. Then Yamcha says, but I'm thinking Gohan and those guys might need you. And Goku responds, got it. And Yamcha goes like, okay, you got this, Goku. And Goku, without wasting any more time, he teletransports to where the battle against Moro is. Meanwhile, in the battle against Sagambo, we notice the 17 and 18 seem to be looking at what it is Sagambo battling with the rest of the Sea Warriors. And 18 goes like, they're not paying us enough. And 17 goes like, damn it, I didn't expect this. Now, it's like I've been saying on my previous videos, I do not know what to expect of 17 and 18. I really believe that it's too early for them to be in this arc. And the way they acting, what do you mean 18? That's not enough money. That's your favorite number, 10 million senis. And 17 acting all surprised by Sagambo's power after seeing Jiren's power in the Tournament of Power, which made me ask myself, how strong is Sagambo? Which made me ask even further, how strong is Moro? Because Moro was the one giving the power to Sagambo. Also, it shocks me that the androids are acting like this, which made me believe that perhaps they will have a bigger role later in this arc. And when we take a look at Sagambo, we can notice that he in fact is fighting Piccolo and Gohan. And we can see that he's about to go mad, and you see the veins popping on his hands, and he goes like, "Argh!" And he made Piccolo and Sagambo fly away. Piccolo goes like, "Gah!" And they bounce on the ground and they start making backflips until eventually they use a big rock to push themselves as they earn momentum with this blast that they using to propel themselves towards Sagambo until eventually they get right in front of Sagambo's face and shoot this massive blast. As Sagambo seems to appear like he's impressed with the energy blast, while Piccolo and Gohan are going at it with no mercy whatsoever. They are really going all out. Jacko goes like, "Yeek! Too much, guys! You're gonna break the earth!" We can see that Piccolo and Gohan have created this massive blast with their attack that in fact it could put the Earth at risk. I mean, the blast was so big that even 17 and 18 had to take cover, even though they were so far away from the battle. As we noted, the Moro is also looking at the battle from a hill, and he's smiling as he looks down. And we notice the Sagambo still there, unaffected and undamaged by this huge blast that we saw Gohan and Piccolo perform right in front of him. Now, by being so close to Sagambo, Sagambo gets to counterattack with a punch in their face that sent them both back. After Sagambo punches Piccolo and Gohan merciless on the face, Jacko goes like, "Are you kidding me?" While Piccolo and Gohan are badly hurt on the ground. So Android 18 says, "That brute is something else." And 18 goes like, "This may be more than we can handle." And once again, we see the androids acting crazy, acting very unlike them. Now Gohan and Piccolo are trying to get up as a smiling Sagambo is walking towards them. And as all this is happening, Jacko grabs a pair of them and yells out, "Sagambo, I always knew you were no good criminal scum, but don't you have any pride? Why are you taking orders like Moro's lapdog?" And Sagambo goes like, "Shut up, Galactic Patrol! Lord Moro saved us from that dingy hole you call a prison, and he's giving us enough power that we'll never get caught by the likes of you again." That explains how the convicts got so strong. Lord Moro makes sure we never gotta feel that pathetic again. So yeah, we'll do as he says. If you ask me, what you're doing now is way worse pathetic than being locked up. Say what? It's just a joke. Wait, stay back. As we see a very mad Sagambo starting to walk towards Jacko. Now I think it's very interesting what Jacko is telling Sagambo. You know, the way Jacko is saying this is like, yes, Sagambo is a criminal and he has done a lot of bad things. He even got his own gang and the whole thing. But perhaps Sagambo has a story that Jacko knows, and perhaps Sagambo is not an evil, he's a bad guy, but he's not an evil dwarf like Moro is. And it seems like Jacko knows this, and that's why he's speaking this, to see if it's gonna have any effect on Sagambo. Now as Sagambo is looking at Jacko, he suddenly stops and he goes like, "Huh? What the?" And he's looking to the side because he's like he can feel or see something. And Jacko acts surprised as he is able to see something with his special eyes. And Sagambo looks and he gets kicked in the face. And Piccolo and Gohan are shocked. In fact, Gohan goes like, "What's going on?" And Piccolo just looking like, "What?" Now Sagambo is getting up and he's like, "Who's there? Who kicked me?" And Piccolo tells Gohan, "Someone sent him flying all on their own." And now we see the Sagambo is getting hit with multiple shots. I mean, he's getting beat up like a baseball glove in the face, in the stomach, all around. So he's on the ground going like, "Ugh, ugh." While we look at Sagambo looking from top of a hill, very mad, as he can see everything that's going on just like Jacko can. what's made me wonder, I mean, does he got really good eyesight? Nah, I'm kidding. How strong is Moro? I mean, he's like, he ain't even trying, and he's just picking up to everything. Now Sagambo is up, and you can see he's like, ugh, how is this happening? But it's very graphic. I mean, you can see he is all scratched and he is bleeding from his stomach, and he looks very confused, looking from side to side. But then out of the sudden, Gohan goes like, "It's Dad! He here at last!" And Piccolo goes like, "Huh? I can't see him or send his ki." As we can see that Goku is once again putting a whooping into Sagambo. I mean, it's crazy. All the Sea Warrior haven't been able to put a scratch into Sagambo, and in less than 1 minute, Goku has put a beating into him, and we haven't even really seen him yet. Just like Piccolo. So Jaco goes like, "Really? You guys can't see him?" And Piccolo is like lost, and Gohan is like, "Huh?" So Jaco goes like, "Goku's fighting while zipping around at super duper hyper speed." So Piccolo goes like, "What? You mean you can see him?" "Yeah, my vision's actually my one strong suit, but just cause I can keep track doesn't mean I can fight like that. So don't you think that?" "Huh? But why can't we sense Goku's ki?" "Maybe he's moving too fast for us to lock onto it." "What new heights has he really reached?" Meanwhile, Moro is observing from top of the hill, and he's like, "Great, one of them is finally here. The one who employed instant teleportation on Namek. Yes." Now we see Moro paying attention and being able to watch Goku just like Jaco. He's able to see all his movement, and that's why he's like, okay, he's here. Goku, the one of the teleportation, he can identify, he can read his ki, he can feel his presence. Also, I have noticed that every time Moro referred to the Saiyans, to Goku and Vegeta, he always referred as the one of them. One of them this, one of them that, one of them is super strong, one of them uses teleportation, you know, so I think that's a hint for the future. I think who he really wants is Vegeta. But perhaps he is happy that he gets to eat or feed or beat or get all the energy from Goku first. So Moro goes like, "Go ahead and reveal yourself. Son Goku, was it?" And Piccolo is like, "Moro can also see him." And we notice how Moro is just laughing. He's not smiling. He's not, you know, he's just straight up laughing like and we look at Goku's hand grabbing Sagambo and shoving him into the air towards Moro. As we can notice, Moro watching, observing everything, and he sees Sagambo that has been thrown to him, and he smiles and he just stick his fingers up and flip them, which ends up hitting Sagambo and getting out of the way of Moro. And we see how this little fingertip attack from Moro sent Sagambo all the way across from the field, landing behind Gohan and Piccolo. And Gohan goes like, what did he do? And Piccolo also acts surprised as he saw Moro attacking his #1 soldier with such ease after they've been going through the whole day with this guy without being able to land a successful shot. As we see Goku making his entrance trying to sneak behind Moro, but as you can see, Moro looks back and Goku said, I was hoping to go right ahead and beat you too. As we see Moro completing his turning and smiling as like, you beat me? And Goku goes like, I guess it won't be that simple. As Gohan and Piccolo now are super happy because they get to confirm with their own eyes they finally see Goku. But Moro goes like,
you have grown far stronger.
And Goku responds, yep, I'm not the same guy I was when we first met. And Moro says,
is that so? Glad to hear it.
And he smiles. But out of the sudden, Sagambo comes out of the grables as Piccolo and Gohan act surprised because they are right in front of him. And Moro is looking mad, but he also looks battle damaged as Moro and Goku are looking down to him, and Goku is like, kind of like surprised as Piccolo and Gohan are like stepping back. Now Goku is surprised and he's like, he's still up and running? As Sagambo goes like, Lord Moro, I can still fight for you! And Moro looks back and he smiles like a drug lord when he's looking at his junkie begging for more drugs. And in fact, this is what I think is happening right now. That the taste of the power from Moro in Sagambo's mouth and veins is like addicting, and now Sagambo wants more. He does not care. He is willing to do whatever and anything for Lord Moro, and perhaps that's the reason why Jacko was like, you are pathetic. This is worse than what you was before. And Moro in a very sarcastic way goes like,
you heard him. Well, would you prefer to fight me or him?
As Goku looks aggravated, and you can tell that he in fact, they didn't write it there, but he in fact goes like he is mad. He's like confused, like stop joking around, let's do this. So Goku goes like, listen, your bodies all got recaptured, so just give up and go back to the galactic prison. And Sagambo goes like, back to the slammer! No way! And he goes insane. So Goku is looking from up the hill and he's looking at Sagambo going insanely crazy. But guess what? Who's in between? Piccolo and Gohan. And Goku knows for a fact that Piccolo and Gohan cannot do anything against Sagambo at this time. So Goku goes like, he's not leaving me much of a choice. So he looks at Moro and says, stick around, Moro, cause after him, you're next. And Moro is like, shit, whatever. So Goku just teletransport to where Gohan and Piccolo is. So when Gohan sees Goku, he goes like, Dad! And Goku responds by, sorry you had to start fighting again, Gohan. And Gohan goes like, I'm the one who's sorry that we weren't enough to protect the earth on our own. And he bows his head down. And Goku goes like, what you mean? I barely recognize you two. You must be training hard. As Piccolo replies by saying,
not much point in training when we still can defend the earth. When was it? I wonder. When did you get so far ahead of us?
And I want to explain for everybody, I mean, it's obvious Piccolo's always known that Goku's been stronger, but it's the fact that he's saying how far ahead of us you are now, like saying that the training with mirrors, in fact, it made the difference, because now Goku is on a whole new level. So Goku wastes no more time and gets ready to attack Sagambo as he says, "Let me handle this one." As we see the Piccolo and Gohan look at each other, they're like, okay, and they just fly away. As Goku looks back, like I've never seen the Sea Warriors acting the way they are in this arc. Because, I mean, it's like, how strong is Moro? It's like they're willing to like, okay, you got this, no problems. So Moro goes like,
"Go on, show me the extent of your power,"
and smiles again. So Goku wastes no more time and he takes it all the way up to Super Saiyan Blue, and Moro goes like,
"What's that? Blue hair?"
Cause he has never seen this transformation. The furthest transformation that Moro got to witness from the Saiyan was the Super Saiyan God, the one with the red hair. Now as Sagambo is willing to do whatever it takes to impress his Lord Moro, he charged Goku at full speed. But it's pointless. Goku with only one hand is blocking all Sagambo's attacks. Until eventually Goku's hold Sagambo's hand and punch him with the right clean on the stomach. As you can see once again, very graphic, Sagambo bleeding by the stomach area as Goku don't think about it twice to kick him away. So as Sagambo gets kicked in the face, he opens his eyes and you can tell that he's aggravated. So he lands on the ground and pushes himself back up towards Goku. And when Goku sees this, he's like, huh? And he turns around and blocks Sagambo's attack. But as now both warriors are going down, Goku smiles and said, "You're pretty sturdy, huh?" But, and as he looks like he's gonna make a backflip, he fakes, dodges the punches, and kicks Sagambo back up in the air. By the way, a move that I've seen Vegeta do a lot. And Goku wastes no more time and he flies up at a full speed, appearing behind Sagambo and says to him, "Being sturdy isn't enough to beat me," and punches or beat him or rabbit punch him, I don't know how you call this move, but right on the back, sending Sagambo straight down to the ground. As he creates a massive blast on the ground that even Gohan and Piccolo must take over. So Piccolo, very impressed, goes like,
"Way stronger than last time we saw him in blue form. Looks like training really paid off."
As we see that there's no way that Sagambo could get up after such a bad landing. In fact, Goku goes like, "It's over. He won't get up again. Are you ready, Moro?" As Moro goes like,
What's over exactly? Look behind you."
and he smiles at Goku. And in fact, we can see that when Goku looks back, is Sagambo standing there ready one more time to keep on fighting. But this time when we pay close attention and look at his body, we can see that he got more veins popping all around his body. I mean, he's looking like a football player on steroids. So Goku, very surprised, says, "How is that possible?" And Gohan responds, "Is he somehow even stronger than before?" And Jaco says, "Maybe Moro gave him another power boost when he wrecked him away a minute ago." And Piccolo goes like,
"Oh no."
and Sagambo, very sinister, goes like,
"Still able to fight, Sagambo?"
And it's crazy cause he is really treating Sagambo like a junkie, like a drug addict, cause he in fact looks like he knows that perhaps that power becomes addicting, and Sagambo just became power addicted, and he wants more, cause he can feel that power that he never felt before. And I love the detailing on this manga. If you notice, Goku is not even paying attention to Sagambo anymore. He's just looking at Moro like, are you for real? Don't do this anymore. As you can see, Sagambo like an addict. Of course, Lord Moro! So Moro goes like, is that so? Then I should grant you a bit more power. And he in fact does. So he pointed his finger towards Sagambo and shoot him more of his powers. And Sagambo's body started losing control because of these powers. And Goku is like, ugh! And he goes like, Moro, his body hit the limit already. You gotta stop pumping him up with energy. As Sagambo comes from behind to try to grab Goku, but at this point Goku is so aware of everything. I mean, he's not even taking Sagambo seriously anymore. He in fact is trying to save him from Moro. So Goku goes like, you too, cut it out. Any more of this will wreck your body. And he doesn't care, so he switched from the right to the left, but Goku blocks again. And he goes like, and freaking Moro goes like,
Son Goku, I wish to see that technique again. Show it to me. It wasn't in that form that you employed those high speed moves, correct?
And Goku looks up to Moro and he stays quiet, while Moro looks down to Goku, knowing that he already got leverage on Goku because he knows Goku cares for Sagambo's life. So he says,
until you show me your earlier form, I will force Sagambo to continue fighting.
And he does, and he charged Sagambo with more of his energy as Goku looks surprised, and Jaco goes like, wow! As Goku is looking at Sagambo, and Sagambo is just going insane. His body is going through a transformation. His veins are popping. He's like, "Whoa!" So Goku cannot take it anymore. And he's like, enough, as he moves super fast behind Moro and try to land a shot. But as Moro is shooting with the left hand energy to Sagambo, he blocks Goku's punches with the right hand. And as Moro moves his pupil of his eyes to have a better look of Goku, Goku goes like, enough, I'll show you what you wanna see up close and personal. And in fact, Moro stops, but as he stops, we can notice that Sagambo is smoking hot and his body has taken a reaction due to all this power that Moro been delivering to him throughout the whole battle. So at this point, Sagambo, in my opinion, is no longer one of the most wanted scumbag of the Galactic Patrol, but now he has become a parasite of power. So he goes like, Lord Moro, he is mine to defeat. But just as Goku predicted, unfortunately, Sagambo had a power overdose. Now, when we pay close attention to this image, it really gives me a flashback when Goku experienced the godly powers of the Ultra Instinct for the first time, and when he was almost about to beat Jiren, he spitted something similar at what Sagambo is spitting out as well. And everybody is looking like, holy shoot, even Jaco goes like, ew. But the thing is, Is this godly power that Sagambo was having? Is this the same reaction that Goku had at the Tournament of Power? Which the main question is Moro a deity? Now Moro looks at Sagambo, which is laying down on the ground. Looks pretty dead to me. I don't know if he's dead or not. But Moro goes like,
Huh. He couldn't even withstand that smidgen of energy. How pathetic. Huh.
and Goku goes like, wasn't he your friend? And Moro answers with a, my friend? I have no friend. Those were my soldiers. They may be gone, but I can always collect more. And Goku goes like, you total scumbag. And Moro goes like,
Huh. Think whatever you like. Whatever, bro. Whatever.
so Goku goes like, alright, fine. I'm ready to show you the power I've gained to beat you. Now I must say, I'm loving the drama. I'm loving the mystery behind Moro's smile and confidence. But one thing I'm not loving is the overconfidence that Goku has. Now after Goku says to Moro that he's gonna give him what he wants, that's exactly what Moro says. That's exactly what I wanted to hear. So Goku, pretty funny, just like in my prediction, closes his eyes and everything starts shaking. As we all notice, a very familiar aura coming onto Goku. Even Gohan and Piccolo know of what's about to happen because they've seen this before. With the reaction that Moro is giving us, it makes me also think that he's seen this before, because that face is not scared. He is not scared. That face, especially that face on the bottom, that face, for me, in my opinion, is more like recognition, like he knows what's going on. In fact, he is saying this is no moral ability, like he knows what Ultra Instinct is. Like if he was a deity himself, which made me believe even more and more about my theory of trinities of deities, which consists of Moro, Mirus, and the great Lord of Lords being a part of a trinity of deities, just like the Lord of Destruction Mirus, Supreme Kai, and Whis. But at last, after 2 long years, we have the Ultra Instinct. Goku becomes the first stage of Ultra Instinct. Once again, he looks like he can control it. So now we're gonna be able to see what type of fighter Moro is. So Goku looks at Moro and says, that's right, the initial stage of the technique of the gods, Ultra Instinct. And that's how the Dragon Ball Super Manga chapter 58 comes to an end, and the next chapter releases in April 20th. And wow, what an episode! Very iconic, very dramatic. It showed us a lot, in my opinion. I gotta say it. A lot of things that I predicted happened here. A lot of things that I said on my theory happened here, and a lot of things that I said on my theory can still happen based on what we saw today. Also, I believe this is very early in the arc to be seeing Goku Ultra Instinct. We haven't seen nobody's sensational powers. We haven't seen nothing amazing in this arc yet, but this transformation of the Ultra Instinct. Also, I think the overconfidence in Goku is gonna be a problem here. Also, Moro seems to know what this is when he refers as this is not a moral technique, like he's seen it before. Is he a deity? I mean, we know he's been there for millions of years, so who knows what this guy is or seen or whatever else. Also, the androids. What's going on with the androids? Very unlikely. I got something for you, my people. I got something. I think that something amazing is gonna happen with Android 17 and Android 18. But stay tuned, so you gonna watch that theory coming in within the next few days. Also, I was very amazed how, just like I predicted, that Moro was gonna be giving powers to Sagambo throughout the whole fight, and that's exactly how it happens. But I tell you this, I'm expecting maybe one more episode, 2 more episodes at the most, and I mean chapters, 2 more months at the most, for this Ultra Instinct to be out of here, because watch how 7-3 is gonna make his most wanted return by the fans. 7-3 is gonna come back and he will grab Goku by the neck somehow, some way, and we're gonna be able to see how Ultra Instinct versus an Ultra Instinct. Also, I really believe that 7-3 still has his porcupine technique in storage, and he will use it to get rid of Goku within the next few chapters. But you know, I'ma leave you alone. This is a long ass video. I'm gonna be doing videos throughout the whole week. We're gonna break this down in different parts and pieces, and also watch how my theory part 2, the Moro's arc theory part 2 is coming. If you don't know which part is one, or which part is the one, or I don't know how you say that, just go down on my videos, and it's 7-3 obtains all abilities from Goku, plus an unexpected arrival. That is part 1. I just don't want to change the subject, the title, not yet. But part 2 is coming, and it will be called Moro's arc part 2, the theory. Also, if you're still here right now with me, give yourself a thumbs up, my brother. Thank you so much. Go ahead and like and share this video. Let everybody know what I think about 7-3 stealing all abilities from Goku, including Ultra Instinct. Also, I'll take the time to apologize to all of you for not delivering this video early. You know, it's a little bit crazy in where I am in Texas right now. Not crazy, everything is good, but it's looking like they're gonna do a close down, not only here but all around the country, and I'm sure all around the world. So I had to take care of some personal business, get my groceries together, so we'll be all right. And I encourage you to do the same. Take care of yourself, take the necessary precautions to be able to get away from this pandemic of the coronavirus and be able to get back to the normal life again. Oh, please do not forget, most important, go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe so you don't miss your latest Dragon Ball Super theories.
また会いに来てくれる？
ああ、もちろんだぞ。またな、全長。